Hello my beautiful people, how are you doing? Thank you and welcome back to my channel. And please, if you have not followed me on Facebook, please do so. I am still Onyi Promise on Facebook, and on YouTube I have two channels. One is Onyi Promise World and another is Onyi Promise. So as we are continuing today, hoping that you are fine, we are still continuing on our Jeru education. Okay, and remember we are using Jeru for sex. You know what it is. So right now, diving into our series which we call Full Jeru Education. Okay, and today what are we talking about? Last time we talked about menstruation. We went deep into that and told you a lot of things. We also answered questions there. And in this one, we are going to talk about safe period and danger period. What do I mean by danger period and safe period? I mean fertile period and unfertile period. And before I talk about this, I would like to tell us about our cycle. And what is the cycle? Menstrual cycle is the day the menstruation starts through to the day before your next menstruation. Those days you count it. It is normally 24 days to 35 days. Okay, from 24 days, people that have short cycle has 24, 26 and all that. But people that have longer cycle has 29, 30 to 35 days. Okay, but the average days is 28 days. Okay, 28 days. So many women, or let's say majority of women, has 28 days cycle, including me. So how do you now know your safe period? How do you know your fertile period and unfertile period? And what is fertile period? Fertile period is the time you conceive, the time that conception can take place in you. And the unfertile period, we will say it is a time, in this context, we will say it is a time when you are not fertile, when you cannot get pregnant. Okay, so we will start by getting our ovulation. As unlike what you already know or what people have said that ovulation is from this day to this day, no, ovulation happens only one day. Ovulation is a one-day thing. It's not days, it's one day. So we say that fertile period is 4 days before ovulation and 4 days after ovulation. And how do you know your ovulation day? Then the ovulation day, let's assume your cycle is 28 days. So your ovulation is 28 days divided by 2. Did you hear that? Ovulation, your ovulation date is 28 divided by 2, which is 14. So from the first day your menstruation starts, you count that day 1, you count till 14. That 14th day is your ovulation day. And 4 days to that day is not safe, or is danger period, how some people call it, or is a fertile days. Then 4 days after that day is fertile days. For people that don't want to get pregnant, they can live 5 days this side and 5 days after. Okay, why? For safety reasons. Why am I teaching you this? I am teaching you this for knowledge sake, and for married people, this is for people that don't want to use contraceptives. Okay, when you know this, it will help you. Personally, me talking to you, I've never used contraceptives in my life. I've never done any form of family planning. I have never. I am not saying it's not good. They are good. They have saved some, they save a lot of people a lot of stress. They save you a lot of calculations and all that. But personally, I've not done it before because this has worked for me all my life. Okay, so now that we know our ovulation date, if you now have irregular periods, let's say This month your cycle will be 29, next month it will be 24, next month it will be 30. You understand? It's not regular. How do you now calculate your ovulation? Number one, I would advise, if you are having irregular menstruation, try to normalize your lifestyle and activities. There are some factors that can make your cycle not to be regular. Okay, stress also can delay your menstruation and others. So there are factors that can contribute to that, but the way to calculate your cycle, if you've been having this cycle for irregularity for a long time, what you have to do is choose 3 months. This month, for example, the month of January, you had your cycle, your menstrual cycle to be 24. February, you had it to be 30. And March, you had it to be 28. What will you do? You will put that 24 plus 30 plus 28. You add it. The number it gives you, you divide it by 3. By 3 because you use 3 months. If you used 4 months calculation, you add the number of cycles you got from those 4 months and divide by 4. But because you use 3 months, I'm not advising you to use 2 months. It's too small. Use 3 months or 4 months. So if you use 3 months, you divide by 3. The addition of those numbers divided by 3, you get a number. So that number you get will be assumed to be your cycle. Then the number you get will be divided by 2. And the answer you get is your ovulation. I don't know if you understand. If you don't understand it, comment on the comment section below, and I will be able to put it through. I will explain better. Okay? And that is your ovulation. So now we know what our cycle, menstrual cycle is, and we now know what our ovulation is, and we now know what our safe period is. So, okay. So see you in the next video. This one is very short for a better consumption. If you have any kind of question, please contact me and I'll be able to see you through. You, my teenagers, remember, abstinence is the best option. But in case mistake happen, let an adult around you know, or contact me. Remember, I'm always here for you. You contact me on onypromiseword@gmail.com. onypromiseword@gmail.com. That's my email. See you in the next video. Bye.